we wanted to just give some opportunity to have a conversation around uh, diversity in the workplace, ways that you can improve not only your retention of a diverse workforce, but your attraction of a
Mhm.
diverse workforce. So I'll just kind of go first on this one. I think the first thing that any business should do when they're looking to embark on something new and different is to take a look at your organization's your missions, your vision, and your values, and try to identify, okay, well, if you're looking for a more diverse workforce, how would a diverse workforce see themselves in this mission, in our vision, in our values? For example, if you are in a industry that's heavily dominated by men, and you're looking to attract more women, maybe you want more women on staff, more women in leadership, how could you see, or how would a woman see herself in a leadership seat in your business? And it might require you to ask tough questions, right? Like, what's our culture? Do we do things that actively push away candidates that are diverse? Do we compensate at a level that attracts all candidates? Are we only hiring from referrals and within, and so that might prohibit us? Um, are we only posting job opportunities in non-diverse spaces? So take a look at your mission, vision, values. I'd also say try to step into the mindset of the person you're trying to recruit.
Mhm.
And then also make sure that you're getting wide exposure of your opportunities.
Mhm.
Those are some of my initial thoughts, though. Summer, what do you think?
Those are really great things to be considering. And when I think about how we would take a company from end to end if they were to work with us with on a project basis, like coming to us saying, "Hey, kind of the same thing. We'd love to increase the diversity of our recruiting efforts." That would be the first place to start.
Mhm.
And I think naturally, next steps are really continuing what you were building on, and that's to take an assessment of your current team to determine where your gaps are. And sometimes if that's just handled by somebody internally, it's a little more challenging to see the gaps. And that's where, as a consulting firm, I feel like we have such an advantage because we don't know any of these individuals. We really come in from a neutral space and say, okay, like just looking at the data that we were able to obtain, for example, in some areas, maybe we're needing to take a closer look at the age of the individuals, or gender, or ethnicity, or any of the other areas
Mhm.
that are important to have as part of like a robust, diverse recruiting effort. And being really honest about where there are gaps, and then acknowledging that those gaps exist, and then making a strong commitment to improving in those areas. And so often once we start to identify gaps, we'll work with companies and say, okay, cool, let's create an EEO and a diversity statement that is very personal, and it does demonstrate your company's true commitment to diversity and hiring. And then let's just not create it, but let's put it anywhere that we're talking about careers and our job postings, so that individuals that see this know that that's our commitment to them. That's a really good start.
Yeah.